Hey everyone, this is Roscoe. Welcome to part 35 of the LP of Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Last part we finished Kashyyyk, got the star map for it, and now we're going to talk to a bit of our party members, you know, just to get some background story.
Where I grew up as a child. I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling.
What?
I have been wrestling with my feelings inside. Trying to come to terms with it, but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine.
Oh, you mean...
Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastila. Taris, my homeworld.
I'm sorry, Juhani, I didn't know.
If it were not for you and Bastila, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastila. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood.
But...
Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. I hated that world.
With
everything I learned as a child, I learned there. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this.
So is my old hometown, but I don't give a shit for it.
Childhood memories lay, and I find your
No, I really don't.
With them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
I'm sorry, Juhani. There was no way to prevent it.
I know. I suppose I realized that.
Oh, thank
but
God.
It is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
No, you're right. We wouldn't.
Yes. Yes, I suppose it will. As long as we remain focused on our task, it will. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences.
No. Juhani, you don't get it. We didn't know there's a difference. You're welcome to vent your anger against us. I would blame someone too, in a sense of the word, but, you know, I blame more the Civ than us. Please, for the love of God, please blame more the Civ than us.
How can I help?
You want to... So?
You've been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. But you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say.
Yes, I
With
think
all
so.
my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before.
Of course we're not. We're the perfect guy.
I'm thinking about you and I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this.
What are you trying to say exactly?
I don't know. It shouldn't be so hard not to think of you. It should be easy not to think of you. I should have discipline. Jedi discipline.
That doesn't exist in our world, woman.
Sorry.
You're talking to someone who's became a Jedi at adulthood, so a very beautiful young woman look.
I don't know if it's
yeah, we're gonna jump at the opportunity to try and hit on her. Are you interested in my ability, or in me, or my ability to use the Force?
The Force is a part of you, as is your power. But that's not what attracted me to you. It's more than that. Maybe it's the bond we share. It gives us a certain intimacy.
Ooh.
If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you.
I could drop you back off. It's not like we actually need you.
My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen.
Uh-oh. Just say it. Just say it.
I think we should have some privacy for this. Come with me.
Okay, now, here's where it changes. Since we're a guy, we're with Bastila.
Stronger than I am.
But
since
we're a guy, we're with Bastila. But if you would have chose a female protagonist, a female character, this would be Karf instead.
Caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time, you make me feel
this would be Karf on different dialogues. I don't remember exactly. It's been so long since I played as a female character in this version of the game. I think I only did it once for shits and giggles to see what was the huge difference. There's not much except for this little scene here and what I think Malik says from time to time.
And overcoming my feelings for you, I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear.
God damn it, Bastila, you're a cock tease.
infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond.
Oh, whoa.
You're the one who can't face the truth. Malak has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you?
Simple. We do it together.
You mean it, don't you? But how
No
can I be sure
shit!
you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us.
Oh, you know. Strong bastard. Just this once. Now, of course...
But I can't.
Of course you could be a
Malak
total
will...
dick, but I won't be a total dick. Shut up, kiss me, you fool. So yes, I'm using this picture. I found it on the internet long ago, and I'm still using it because I think it's very lovely, and I think it's the truth of what happens. It just fades to black, ladies and gentlemen.
Done that. It was wrong.
In the game, it just fades to black, but I needed a visual reference for you guys, so that's what I did. If you think, I think you choose one of the other options at one point. Bastila goes, "Oh, just shut up and kiss me," and you're the one who says, "Oh my." It's a little hilarious how they change it from time to time, but it's awesome at the same time.
Not while we still have to deal with Malak.
Very well.
I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.
What's wrong with us? Someone seeing us together? They see us together all the time. We're partners. And oh, you fucking cock tease. Ugh. Okay, those Gizaks, we don't need to worry about them. Now, you can buy the poison on Tatooine and kill them that way, but I'm not going to because, well, obviously, we're going to lose them later down the road. Now, we got to go back to Tatooine because we found those tack lines. We got to give them to Griff. As much as I don't want to, we might as well do it. And back of Malak's head. So yeah, this takes 2 planets to happen.
KotOR is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Callow's, not yours. You may rise.
Yeah, you did it. He rose before you said it.
Lord Malak.
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi.
Bullshit! Look at Jango Fett.
Same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young...
You know, you just added R to that. You might as well say Brandon. Hey, this guy looks familiar. What a dick! He just killed 2 Sith troops and a droid. The droid can be rebuilt, but the troops take our people and lives and others. I know the Sith don't give a shit for them, but I'm just saying it that you need people to run these ships. Be stupid asshole.
Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
I love how Malak says that, alive if possible. You know, indicating that.
Have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking.
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin Coatress?
Jolie?
Anyways.
Jolie Pinto?
So,
Why, you old
like
freak.
as you guys noticed,
Last
there's a
time
bunch of characters that
I
have
saw you were
backstories.
still wandering the galaxy
Jolie's
in
another
that
one
old
of them.
tug. I thought
This
you were
happens
dead,
on
old man.
any planet you're on.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah. I'll just bet. Damn, old man. You look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
Well, don't forget, he's also a Jedi and you Force
You're
user,
not
so...
mad anymore yourself, I see. What are you, deaf? His name's Davin. Old friend from my Wanderer days. By the by, Davin, I really should be running off.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
Now, this I think is supposed to happen
what?
on Manon,
What's
not
that
on
here?
Tatooine, but then
You've
again,
been picked up
the
by
game
the
is
Selkath authorities
trying to force us to
on
go to
murder.
Manon as soon as possible.
For murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Melora is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunray would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
No
Perhaps
shit.
I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
We could check it out when we're around.
I'd appreciate that. Sunray's an old friend. I'd hate to see him hurt.
Same here. Well,
Isn't he? Oh god, I
was
can't
good
wait
to see you
to
again.
I can't wait to get to
My
Manon.
regards to Alora if you see her.
To Manon to show you guys when that
Safe,
joke
friend.
is bad. Even though Jolie just joined your group, he has things to talk about.
You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgot what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
Oh, you had to bring in.
To pay for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
Oh, trust me, we clean it.
I'm
seriously,
old,
answer.
damn it. I'm allowed to be enigmatic when I want to be. And don't you go telling me otherwise.
Well, you have. You're
remind
old.
me
You
of
have
someone
sure.
else I
I'm
know
sure
years
you have
ago.
hundreds of stories
Pleasant
to tell
enough
us.
fellow, great destiny. All of that. Breath like a panther. No, but it could be. An Anduvian salt tablet would clear that right up, you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Andor Vex was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well,
I'm
it
pretty
turned
sure
out
that's what
before
the
that,
Jedi
we
Council
read
thought about
too
Anakin.
much into the infallibility of that destiny.
Sorry.
That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
There's supposed to be some
I
hidden
don't
meanings.
know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember?
Yeah, but
See. Oh
this
yes,
could-
Andor's downfall.
This could be
I
very
was
important
pretty
to us.
young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
How young are we talking
Well,
about?
let's just say that I was a strapping young lad with a full head of hair, and Coruscant was a small town with a well. I was just about to abandon Andor whenever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
I take it Andor killed Krat then.
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. Or could have just been gurgling noises. Finally, Krat has
like
enough of
K9,
Andor and tosses
HK47,
her
I mean,
aside into
K9,
this
sorry.
giant energy intake shaft.
Jolie has some
Andor
great
gets
stories
sucked
to
in
tell.
and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recover. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I hate you, old man.
Well, hey, the chances may not be great, but when one has the opportunity to see something like that twice in a lifetime. Anyway, go on.
Oh.
The throat is dry and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
Boo. We're not gonna fall into some kind of reactor and make a ship explode.
You're back.
No, that's what
I knew you'd come through for
HK47
me.
or
I knew I
T3 and
could
4 is
count on
for.
you. You do have a tech land for me, right?
Here, take the tech land.
Come to Papa, you sweet simian organ. It may not look like much, but once I turn this into a bottle of Torresian ale, it'll end up being worth a fortune. Thanks, Mission. You won't regret helping me out with this.
Please, Griff, let this be the last time. No more cons, no more scams, no more schemes. That's all I ask.
Sis, no need to worry about that. I've turned over a new leaf. From
You're
now on,
working
I'm
with
gonna
the
stay out of trouble and do
exchange.
things
You
right.
can't have turned that much of a
Once
new
we
leaf.
cornered the market on Torresian ale, good things will be heading my way. Then I'll make it up to you, Mission. Just wait, you'll see. You know, once we synthesize this and start
This guy has a
Torresian
silver
ale in
tongue,
mass
but
quantities,
not
we're
a
gonna
good
be looking for
brain.
some investors. You give me a couple of 100 credits, and I can get you in on the ground floor. You'll get a return of, at least 20 times your investment.
You already passed me a few thousand credits.
Hey, don't worry. You'll get your credits as soon as we start mass producing that Torresian ale. I just wanted to know if you were interested in an even bigger payoff.
As tempting as it is, fine.
You don't know much about business, do
No.
you? When an opportunity like this comes along, you have to jump at it. Come on, what do you say?
Griff, I am holding a lightsaber. Don't tempt me.
It's your loss. I better get started brewing that ale.
There's no
Meet
light
me
side
back here
option, there's
later,
only
and I'll
dark
give you a
side
down
options,
payment on what
obviously.
I owe you.
Anyways, back to the ship. Jolie! Trust me, next part we get to Manon.
No, I never did I?
I don't have to take you with me. Or are you going to be this elusive?
Me, elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already
God
told you
damn, old
why
man.
I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to do on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
I'm pretty sure you had the opportunity thousands of times to leave.
To bed. I'm old and tired, you know.
No,
How
really.
many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 50 minutes.
I'm sitting here, aren't I? Just talking over this. It's been 17 minutes.
I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
No, I guess not.
There. Now, was that so hard? An old man has to be allowed some petty eccentricities. Nice to see you agree for once.
I agree with you most of the time,
admit,
Jolie.
For all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
Wait, you see a destiny?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you.
Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
Yeah, Bastila, Juhani, the Council, probably any other Jedi I meet along the way.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can't be all bad.
Well, Nomi? Who's Nomi?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same
You're
path
creeping me out,
remains to be
Jolie.
seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
Some kind of. So you come along as a kind of.
Have I ever refused to help you when you asked? How confused
No.
can one person be anyway?
Very.
One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or
I
at
can't
least
wait
it
to
would
hear those
remind me of
stories.
Those times if we didn't stand around. What's
Anyways,
keeping
this part's gonna end.
Too
So
young
join
to
me
be
next
so
time as we finally get to
Shoot,
Manon.
shoot.
Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe.